Good afternoon. My name is Dwain Little, and I'm the Business Development Manager for CBiz Valuation Group covering the Southeast. I've been with CBiz a little bit over a year now, and I sit out of the Atlanta, Georgia office. In my particular role, my focus is the property appraisals for insurance purposes and the asset inventory space. My wife and I, we have 5 children. So we have 2 in college, we have a nurse, we have a sailor, and we have Josiah. As I sit and think kind of where we are now, a year ago, I would have never expected us to still be in this space. When the pandemic started, I thought maybe a few months things would get back to normal. But as you can see, we're doing a lot of things virtual now. I think the biggest advantage for myself is just learning a new way to reach out to clients and prospects and still checking in, but just taking advantage of technology, right? We've all become IT specialists in our own right, whether it's Microsoft Teams or Zoom or whatever applications that we're using. We understand that we have to keep business moving forward. Relationships are a big part of my business and a big part of our business with CBiz, and we value all of our relationships. So anything that we can do to reach out to prospects or clients, we're kind of taking that head on and trying to do the best that we can. I pray that you and your families are safe and doing well, and I look forward to meeting everyone face to face in the future.
Hello, I'm Dirk Young. I'm with CBiz Valuation Group. I've worked with CBiz for almost 30 years, covering the Midwest. Live in the state of Michigan, just outside of Lansing. Grew up in the Upper Peninsula, part of a family of 10, 9 boys, 1 girl. I've enjoyed working with our clients, helping them solve their valuation issues, mostly with property insurance, buildings, and machinery and equipment. I would love to work with you guys.
Hi, I'm Tim Colgan with CBiz Valuation Group. I've been with CBiz for over 6 years, providing appraisal and valuation needs to clients. Excited to be at RIMS 2021, even though it's virtual. The benefit for it being virtual is I get to wear board shorts while during the meetings. Excited to be here. Just looking forward to meeting everyone virtually and getting to know everyone and seeing what RIMS has to offer this year.
Hi, my name is Stacey Ru, and I'm new with the CBiz Valuation Group, but I've been with CBiz for almost 3 years. I've had the opportunity to work with all of our specialties in a wide variety of businesses. Recently, my family and I were able to relocate from Utah to the South, and while the last year has definitely been challenging in a lot of ways, this is my first RIMS conference, and even though we're not in person, I'm excited to make connections through our networking platform and learn from all of the presenters.
Hi, I'm Peter Jacob from the CBiz Valuation Group in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Think about something for a minute. If you owned an office building and tragedy hit and you had it insured for $5 million, it took $10 million to replace it, you would have a bit of a problem. In fact, a big enough problem where it might put you out of business. On the other hand, if you had a building and you had it insured at $20 million, and it cost $15 million to replace, well, this is a little bit of a different issue. In fact, it's almost like Vegas. Somebody's making money and it's definitely not you. These are the problems we at CBiz Valuation Group help fix. We're a national appraisal company and we appraise buildings and equipment for insurance purposes. Right around this time last year, all of our lives changed drastically due to COVID. I used to be on an airplane at least 4 times a month. I would travel to some neat locations like Boston, San Diego, and Lanesboro, Minnesota. I would do this to meet with potential clients, and attend conferences. One thing I don't miss is the conferences when I had to put up the booth. I'm not a handy person, and I think my colleagues would agree, not very good at it. Now, I travel 30 minutes, 3 days a week, maybe 4, to my office in downtown Chicago. The rest of the time, I work in my office at home. A little about me. I graduated back in the day from DePaul University with a degree in finance. I've been at CBiz Valuation Group for 4 years now, and in the industry for almost 25 years. Not sure how, since I'm only 37 years old. I did start appraising when I was pretty young though, but my colleagues and friends keep telling me my hairline tells a different story. My passions are local politics, and I have been an elected city councilman for 8 years. I also have been the president of my condo board for 10 years, and as much as I begged them to let me quit, they just won't let me. Some people think I'm a glutton for punishment. I've been blamed to be the person who spent billions of dollars to build new runways at O'Hare, and even a bigger issue, for not having enough salt on the exit ramp of my building. The truth is, I just love working with people. I'm also a member of the Chicago RIMS Membership and Marketing Committee, which is a new and exciting challenge. My next passion is spending the weekends in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, where I have my boat. I get to spend some time with my family and friends, hang out on the boat, go tubing, swimming, and just enjoy the day out. Finally, I would ask, if you're looking for an appraisal, you're not really sure if your property is properly insured, I would ask that you call us here at CBIZ Valuation Group. We have an awesome team and are here to help.
Hi, I'm Ron Aceball with the CBIZ Valuation Group. I hope this message finds you and yours in good health. I've been working out of our newly formed Shrewsbury, New Jersey office for a little over a year now. Just prior to the formation of the office, our family was getting ready to have our annual St. Patrick's Day celebration. Like many things, that celebration was canceled due to COVID. In preparation for that, though, we had done some shopping, and during that shopping had purchased what turned out to be my new business protege, Seamus. Seamus was originally scheduled to be the center of attraction for our gathering. When that was canceled, I thought to myself, I don't want to return Seamus, that could be bad luck. So what we ended up doing is thinking about, since we had this new CBIZ valuation office in Shrewsbury, what could Seamus do? I thought about it a bit and decided to call my colleague Brian Rowe and try and convince him to hire an assistant for me while I was working in our office. I picked up the phone, had a great conversation with Brian, and said, Brian, is there any chance that we might be able to have some assistants in our new office? He said, Ron, anything's possible, but could you explain to me what this new person might be able to do? And as I started to look at Seamus, all the things that I would normally say, he can answer the phone, type, take care of text messages and voicemails, I realized he was incapable. I told Brian, you know what, Brian, let me get back to you on that. And the idea kind of went by the wayside. What we then did is we looked at Seamus and said, wow, he has this uncanny ability to use this one arm and point at things depending upon where you positioned him that may be beneficial to us. During the early part of the pandemic, we thought, wow, you know what? It's kind of strange. There's all this talk about masks and how do you get masks and where can we make masks? And I walked into the room and Seamus was on the table and his arm was pointing in this direction. When I looked over at what Seamus was pointing at, he was pointing at a mask. I was pretty excited, thinking, wow, maybe Seamus has found his calling. I ran, got my wife, said, Dawn, look, Seamus has found his masks. She said, Ron, that's not the kind of masks that we need in order to be protected in the pandemic. Once again, Seamus, you kind of let us down. As the pandemic progressed, spent a lot of time with Seamus. He was the ideal companion for the pandemic. He's really not dirty and doesn't need to be washed. He's not a heavy breather, and he really doesn't say a lot. All good things when you're hunkered down in close quarters with a bunch of folks trying to get work done. We got towards the tail end of the pandemic, or what we hope is, and there was all this talk about shots. Once again, I walk into our room in the house, and there's Seamus with his arm in the air, and I'm saying, wow, that's pretty cool. I went to Dawn and said, Dawn, what do you know about these shots? She says, well, you have to get on a list. Certain people get vaccinated before other people, and it's going to take a while before we're able to get our shots. I'm like, okay, Dawn, but once again, I think Seamus is onto something. She goes, okay, what is it, Ron? Does he know how to get us on the list? Does he know someone that can help us get the shot faster? And I said, no, Dawn, Seamus is pointing at something that might be of value to us. I brought Dawn back into the room. Seamus once again was pointing in the direction, and Dawn just walked out of the room shaking her head because the shots that Seamus was pointing at were these. Unfortunately, in the last, almost a year, Seamus hasn't been really productive. Doesn't mean we don't love him and care for him, and that he's not a valuable member of the team. At the end of the day, Seamus has kind of grown on us. I hope he's grown on you during this video. If you'd like to spend time with Seamus, give me a ring, look me up on the internet. I'd be more than happy to send Seamus to you so you can spend some time with him too. Maybe you can find something productive for Seamus to do in your organization. There are a lot of other videos that you're going to look at during this. I hope this is memorable. And if it isn't, that's okay too, because at least I'm a little more productive than Seamus. At the end of the day, if you need any assistance with any valuation questions or things with regards to insurance appraisals or things of that nature, there's about 4 or 5 other videos on this clip. All those folks are way better than Seamus and me at answering those questions. Well, time to go here. I hope you enjoy the conference. Well, virtually, so is it really a conference? I hope you and your family have continued good health, and I really hope to be able to see all of you in person at the RIMS conference in 2022. Rest assured, I might not be there, but Seamus will. Continue good health to you and your family.